Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First play from scrimmage. Stafford. Open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. On 1st down, Stafford here. Again, that's Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a 1st down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So just a tremendous play there defensively on this opening drive, not just to make the interception, but to take it all the way home.
And it felt like this was a defense that was on its heels a bit to start this thing off.
Yeah, they pretty much let the other guys march right down the field until that moment.
Yeah, key play there. Turned it all around. Big moment.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together. They've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. The Panthers at 1-8 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Stafford. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Hey, 22!
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner is giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons' 11-yard line.
22!
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line.
Striker, 3-3. Use that. Strike, right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Charlotte will give them the season sweep. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Strike, 60. Black down. 43. Red, striker. Ready?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. On the move past the 40, down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Okay, right.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Stafford on first down. That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Now Stafford. It's caught. It's Chenault again. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals. But it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. Look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Stephon Diggs, 33 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out. Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Another run here with Sanders. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. Stafford on third down. Complete to Jones. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown. Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. On 2nd and 10, Stafford on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lorenzo Carter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Stafford now to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Steps away to his left. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Back to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here we go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ready?
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Alvin Kamara.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
A good pickup there at 22.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Now a play fake it at Stafford. That is taken in by Hurst. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively. They're on first down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Stafford. And this is incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter, his 2nd sack of the night. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive guy,
what's going on in the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
38.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, set.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Right through.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, You can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Red cycle. Ready?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Van Jefferson, 32 yards. And the Falcons are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Panthers 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Stafford. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones.
Stafford's pass complete to Marvin Jones. A gain of 14 yards.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ready? Double right.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
43 rail. Ready?
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Ready? Break.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 102 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the set.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're facing a big fourth quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Stafford. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, here's Stafford.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
To the air again, Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Stafford on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
Over the middle, he's got Chenault.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run that.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.